Probably one of the soundest, toughest colts in history, Round Table had a complete symmetry and absolute lack of blemish. He raced in the colors of Travis Kerr, running at 10 different tracks at age 3 alone. He had been purchased at 3 from A.B. Hancock of Claiborne Farm in Kentucky, where Round Table was foaled, being by Princequillo from Knight's Daughter. After a very successful year at 3, Round Table carried top weight of 130 pounds in the next year's Santa Anita Handicap.
By 3 lengths and Porterhouse into the stretch. It's Round Table by a head. Terang is second, driving hard. And Janine is third. Porterhouse is fourth. It's Round Table driving hard. And Terang. It's Round Table and Terang. Round Table in front by 3/4 of a length and coming away. They come down the one finish. Round Table winning it. Going away by 2 lengths. Terang is second, 3 lengths. Porterhouse is third.
Moving across town to Hollywood Park, Round Table, number 3, with his regular rider, Bill Shoemaker up, was assigned 132 pounds in the Argonaut Handicap. So incensed was owner Kerr at this heavy impose so early in the season that, although Round Table was allowed to run this day, he never again competed at Hollywood Park. He was meeting tough, seasoned horses over a track which favored speed, and this race indicates how weight can affect even a great thoroughbred.
They're off and running. At the start of Shawneen breaking.
Going past the stands the first time, it is apparent that Shoemaker is content to play the waiting game. He notes that How Now, Shawneen, and Terang all are showing early speed and setting a fast pace. He lets them go and settles for 5th. If Shoe forces Round Table at this point, he will lose precious ground going wide around the turn.
Round Table is 5th by a length and 5th.
Showing extreme confidence in his mount, Shoemaker holds Round Table in 5th position going down the backstretch. He's saving him at every pole, knowing that with 132 pounds up, he cannot ask for more than one big run from his horse. Heading into the far turn, Shoemaker sees that the time is now to go after the leaders. He takes Round Table to the outside of Like Magic. Then, still saving ground, he moves past Terang on the inside. He must now decide whether to go inside of the 2 leaders or play it safe and go around them for the drive. How Now shows he still has plenty of run and won't give up that rail. So Shoemaker heads Round Table to the outside and starts his final drive for home.
And now it's Round Table and How Now. They're coming down to the wire. Round Table and How Now holding on gamely. It's going to be close, and we will call it Round Table winning it by a nose.
He won, but just barely. Round Table was the best grass horse of his time, and maybe of all time. Horse of the Year in 1958, he was grass champion 3 years in a row. Some of his races were simply amazing. In the 1958 Lawrence Armour at Arlington Park in Chicago, Round Table was boxed and blocked almost all the way behind Asia, Clem, and Hoop Band. Into the stretch, Bill Hartack found room and set sail after Clem. Round Table carried 130 pounds this day to 110 assigned to Clem. It looked impossible, but Hartack laid his silken nose on the finish line at the last possible moment.
And they're off. Era going to the lead, followed by Round Table, Wiggle, Terang, Jack Ketch, anxious moment.
In the 1959 Arlington Handicap, Round Table, number 1, was the defending champion, having won in 1958 with 130 pounds. This year, he carried 132 and faced 1957 winner Manassas, who carried but 112. Bill Shoemaker rode.
Here they come. That's Round Table leading by a length and a half. Manassas is second on the rail. You're letting closing round third in anxious moment. That's Round Table along the rail. Manassas on the outside. You're letting. They come to the wire. Round Table wins by a neck. Manassas for second. You're letting.
Round Table won 14 of 16 starts on grass in an era of few grass courses and large competitive fields. He carried 130 pounds or more on 25 occasions and established or equaled 16 world, American, or track records. He retired as leading money earner and kept that title until surpassed by the great gelding Kelso. A.B. Hancock was acutely aware of Round Table's classic pedigree when he sold him for $175,000. That sale at Hialeah early in 1957 carried an agreement that the colt would return to Claiborne Farm to stand at stud when his racing days were over. Round Table lived a long, productive life in the bluegrass, siring more than 80 stakes winners, surrounded by friends and admirers.